and 6 RBIs, helping lead the Red Sox to a win over the Rays 15-4. The Baltimore Orioles combined for 4 total home runs as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 8-7. Nicholas Castellanos drove home 3 runs as the Tigers downed the Pirates 3-2. The Chicago White Sox knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 6-0. Sean Manaea twirled 8 shutout innings before turning it over to the bullpen as Oakland pushed past the Angels 1-0. The Cleveland Indians launched 3 home runs as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 6-5. The Astros grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 5-1. The Braves put together 10 total hits as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 3-2. The Chicago Cubs combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 4-0. The Mets got the best of the visiting Redbirds 4-3. The Washington Nationals got past the Reds in Cincinnati 4-3. The Colorado Rockies totaled 11 hits as they got a road win against Arizona 4-3. The Dodgers only allowed 2 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Giants 5-1. The Milwaukee Brewers hit 3 long balls as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 5-4. That does it for the recap of opening day. Baseball is back. Don't forget to join us tomorrow morning and all season long for the latest.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Stepping into the box, Aaron Judge. And we are set for baseball.
Hey everyone, I'm Mark DeRosa.
All right, here we go.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pilar's there. Makes the play, 1 away.
In the second spot.
Here's Brett Gardner now. Head-to-head history with Aaron Sanchez. It's a big enough sample size, but he's just 1 for 14. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pilar is camped under this one. And there's the second out of the inning.
Batting third, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. The 1-2 pitch. Popped him up. Travis waits on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Nothing for the Yankees in their first. The Blue Jays' first set of swings next on MLB Network. Now at the plate, Kevin Pillar. The 1-1. Fouled off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Hit high and deep out to left. Gardner going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting second.
Digging in, Devin Travis.
Devin Travis.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Here's Justin Smoke now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears. Giancarlo Stanton now. Head-to-head history with Aaron Sanchez. Just a 1 for 9. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Ranging back is Pilar. To the track, to the wall. Gone to lead off the inning.
I guess the pitchers haven't been talking in the dugout because it looks like they've learned nothing about this guy. He's torched them for 4 home runs this series, and they're still giving him pitches to hit.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Pilar is there, and he has it for the first out.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And the guy behind the dish today, Canadian-born Russell Martin. He's been a catcher his entire career, but I'll tell you what, some of the softest hands in the game, this guy could easily play an infield position, and he wouldn't skip a beat. Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Aaron Hicks. Lifted the other way out to left center. Hernandez is in pursuit. He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring.
Well, I do wonder if that ball stays in the ballpark, do they send him home there? It's really hard to say with the ball bouncing over the wall for a double. That might have cost them a run there.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game. Digging in, Luke Boyd, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Into the box now, Aaron Judge. Lined hard toward right center. Grichuk is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Yankees 4, the Jays nothing. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw is up the line as it gets away. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Yeah, and when the ball left the bat, you figured it was a routine out, but that's how quickly things can change. As it stands, there's a runner on second base and a base hit away from coming home.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Tulowitzki stands at second with 2 gone. Fouled away. Now another 1-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brett Gardner. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Pilar will back up and put this away for a long out number 1.
Gregorius.
Into the box now, Didi Gregorius. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. This is line to left. Hernandez is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Hard hit towards center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Also, that 2-out success means Gary Sanchez will get to hit here.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pennant.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A 2-run home run off the bat of Gary Sanchez. Second home run early in the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
That one definitely seems worth taking a look at with show track. It wasn't a particularly deep home run, but as you can see, he connected pretty well. 110 miles an hour off the bat, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center.
Chasing after it is Pilar.
He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Russell Martin now. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Gardner is there. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Devin Travis.
Stepping up now, Devin Travis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the. Coming to the plate now, Aaron Hicks. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. That's lifted the other way out to left.
Waiting on it is Hernandez.
Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter, number 14.
Standing in, Neil Walker. He hit a sac fly earlier. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Walker will take the turn here and look for second now. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Standing in now, Luke Voigt. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. And that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Mark Leiter answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Now batting, left fielder.
Ready for another chance? Brett Gardner, 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. Here it comes on 1-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. Here's Kendrys Morales, the 2-1.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Stepping up to the plate, Justin Smoke comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Oh, and he misses it. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. The 2-2. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Smoke takes his lead at third with 1 away. Lifted in the air to center. On the move is Stanton. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit. Brandon Drury will bat next. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep into the second deck and gone.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Stepping in now, Rendell Grichuk. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So digging in now, Didi Gregorius. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3-hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
At the plate, Gary Sanchez comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here it is on 3-0. Line drive to left. Well, this is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. One left for the Yankees. They're on top 7-2. So striding in to Oscar Hernandez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Hot shot on the ground is short. And that's the first out.
The catcher, number 55.
3-1. And it's fouled away. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Gardner is there, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They're down. Next will be the designated hitter, Aaron Hicks. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Hit in the air out to left field. Hernandez comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
The batter, number 14.
Here's Neil Walker. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. 7 runs, 9 hits, and 2 errors for the Yankees to this point. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. And he's going to make it there, barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away. Here's big Aaron Judge. The 0-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. Here's Brett Gardner now, trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. The 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Judge leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swinging a soft liner, and this is taken for the out. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Yankees lead it 8-2. Next to bat for Toronto, Devin Travis. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
And Walker's throw is in time for out number 1. Stepping in, Hendrys Morales. A hit in 2 tries so far. High and deep to right center. On the move is Stanton, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. High in the air down the right field line. Heading after it is Judge. Morales third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate. And the deficit now stands at 5.
Yeah, it might only be a drop in the ocean, but every run helps when you're down this big. That triple gets them within 5 runs, so we'll see if they can keep chipping away here.
1-2, here it comes. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. He's set, and the payoff pitch. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Jays pick up a run on the RBI. Joe Biagini is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Here's Didi Gregorius. Popped him up. Drury shading to his right. He's got it 1 away.
Center fielder number 27, Giancarlo Stanton.
Digging in, Giancarlo Stanton. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. High and deep to left center field. Ranging back is Pilar. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher, Gary.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez. Past history with Joe Biagini. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Hard hit toward the hole. Tulowitzki takes it in. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Here's Randall Grichuk. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. In there, 3-1. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Now in the box, Russell Martin. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Ground ball foul down the left side.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More. Coming to the plate now, Miguel Andujar. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Hard hit ball to short. Up with it now is Tulowitzki. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Up next for the Yankees.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Lifted the other way down the left field line, and no one will track it down. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Into the box, Neil Walker. Lined hard toward right center. Pilar will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Bombers, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kevin Pilar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with his 100th pitch of the ball game, and he fouls this one off. The 1-2. High in the air into shallow left center. On the move is Stanton. 1 out.
Now batting, second baseman, Devin Travis.
In now, Devin Travis, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. To short, taken in by Gregorius. On to first, and Haps rolling now, 2 away.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter, Kendry.
Here's Kendrys Morales, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
The 1-2. Line drive to center field. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about it on the mound.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 1 left for Toronto. Can't make any headway into an... Welcome back to MLB Network. A shot there of the nighttime beauty of this terrific Canadian city. Next for New York, Luke Voigt. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th. Into the box now, Brett Gardner. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Chopped toward the second baseman. He's got to hurry. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Into the box now, Brendan Drury. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Into the box, Rendell Grichuk. He went down on strikes last time up, but gloved by the 3rd baseman for the out, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
The batter, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
In now, Teoscar Hernandez. Hit hard down the line. Tulowitzki is off at first with 2 away. Final strike for the Blue Jays.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Fouled off. Popped him up. Sanchez has a play. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that. Going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
8-3 tonight. New York took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the... We are north of the border in Toronto, and the retractable roof is closed for comfort. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game weekend set between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Number 47. Marco Estrada gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Marco Estrada, his best pitch is a straight changeup. How good is it? It's so good, he'll throw it 3, 4, even 5 times in a row. Fastball's good, 88 to 91, but his bread and butter is a straight changeup, and if he has the good one, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
Turned on down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Focusing on this lineup, Matt. One thing jumps out at me. They are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposition right now on the bump has been throwing the ball great. He's not going to give him anything. I know in today's game everybody's trying to go deep, but I'm telling you, a good hit and run, taking that extra bag today might be the difference between winning and losing.
Now batting, Miguel Andujar. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw, and he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get to third, and he made it happen.
Stepping in now, Andrew McCutchen. 1-2 now.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. Drury has it. And they'll escape danger here after the 2-out triple as the inning is over. No damage done after the 2-out triple. More of MLB. Jordan Montgomery will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
The 1-2. Still 1-2. The 1-2. Another one sent foul. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, you look at this lineup, the key to success is scoring early. Putting the other team on their heels and allowing their...
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Ready now, Luke Voigt. It was a two-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And let's take a look at Troy Tulowitzki. Obviously known for his offense and the ability to move the ball both gaps and out of the yard. I don't think he gets enough credit for his defense, though. Plays a big man's game at shortstop, but is able to cover a ton of ground out there.
Hit well on the ground to first. Smoke right there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting 7, second baseman.
Here's Neil Walker. In prior meetings with Marco Estrada, he's a .320 hitter. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Hard hit ball to second. Travis has it. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Justin Smoke now. He was 1 for 4 with a triple in the ball game last night. Right side, hit hard. Walker dives. What a stop. He's out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Big league play in the hole right there, and that's a pretty good example of why getting hits at this level is so difficult. You know he was running down the line thinking, for real? You got to be kidding.
Standing in now, Troy Tulowitzki. Count even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Endujar fields it cleanly. On to first, and Tulowitzki grounds out here. 2 away.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Brandon Drury will bat next. He went deep in the contest last night. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Gregorius is there. The throw's a low one, and he can't make the scoop at first as it's in and out of the glove.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Here's Randall Grichuk looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Looking up is Gardner, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Randall Grichuk, a 2-run shot. Second home run early in the year as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and...
Well, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Jays have moved out in front 3-0.
No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ show track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
Drilled down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Hit out towards second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We've played 2 full. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Yankees. Back now on MLB Network as we welcome you back to Toronto and Rogers Center. Shot toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Man, that's got the sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
This one's down to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Here's big Aaron Judge. He went down looking to open up the ball game. Hit hard on the ground to short. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Got him. Well, that was certainly worth another look with show track. He made that play look easy, but the sliding stop is anything but. Then he rifles the ball across the infield to complete the out. Just a great play all the way around. Into the box now, Brett Gardner. Softly hit out to short. A dive by Tulowitzki, but he comes up empty. That's a base hit. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Miguel Andujar. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is Hernandez. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
I'm pretty sure he was too focused on the man at first, worried about the steal, and just made a mistake with that pitch. It's all well and good to control the running game, but you have to make sure it doesn't distract from you.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks.
Wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers. He might be heading that way real soon if he can't keep the ball in the yard.
Into the box, Luke Voigt. Hard on the ground towards short. There to field it is Tulowitzki. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Now at the plate, Kevin Pillar. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Montgomery is making his debut on the mound today, as we've mentioned. His performance in this one could be a good barometer as to whether he's ready to deal with major league hitters at this point in his career.
Yeah, Matt, this guy wasn't really the most highly touted prospect coming up through the minor league system, but one of the things he does, he throws strikes, and if he continues to pitch like he did in the minor leagues here at the big league level, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to stay here and pitch very competitive baseball.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And that one is gone. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Matty V, this is turning into Home Run Derby Part 2. D-Roll, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Justin Smoke. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Jays are able to tie things up thanks to the solo home run. We're through 3 north of the border, all even now at 4 apiece. Here's Didi Gregorius. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
1 ball. Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Hard hit ball to second. There is Travis. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter, second baseman.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Neil Walker, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. In now, Giancarlo Stanton. High in the air out towards shallow right. Richard will come in a bit and put it away for the 2nd out of the inning. So striding forward now, Gary Sanchez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Walker blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And they'll tag him out at the plate. And that will keep. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. High pop-up. Andujar is there. Makes the play, 1 away. So coming to the plate, Brendan Drury. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. Popped him up. Andujar over to his right. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Right fielder number 15, Randall Richard.
Ready to take his axe again, Randall Grichuk, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty V. A 2-strike straight changeup, but this guy changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time, and maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
He'll try again, 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and we are tied 4-4. Here's big Aaron Judge. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Ranging back is Pilar. Still going back. And it's gone. Standing in now, Brett Gardner. Hit hard on the ground to second. Travis fields it from deep in the hole. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Miguel Andujar. And he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Pilar will range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Now batting.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. 5 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Hit on the ground out to short. Up with it now is Tulowitzki. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. Halfway home here from Rogers Center. It's now 5-4 New York. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Teoscar Hernandez. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
In the last at-bat, that breaking ball was really up in the zone. Not a good spot for a pitcher to throw the off-speed pitch. If he wants to come back and throw that in this at-bat, he better get it down below the knees.
It's fair to say that early on at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. Tough day at the office in his debut here today. How worrisome is this start for you guys looking forward?
You know, this is kind of to be expected, Matt. I think a lot of times as a pitcher, you're at the advantage the first time through the lineup. He kind of had his way the first few innings with this lineup. Now that they've seen him a second and going on to a third time, he's having a much more difficult time getting the ball past these hitters.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4. Ready once again, Devin Travis comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Now the 2-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Walker's got it, and he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there.
You know, D-Ro, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery, made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair, and the deficit. At the plate, Luke Voigt, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. The 2-1 home. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field. And just fouled into the second deck. Back up the middle. And that'll get on past Tulowitzki. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap.
Joe Biagini will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Ripped down the line. And this is past him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Now batting.
Here's Neil Walker. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Pulled toward right center field. Chasing after it is Pilar. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And they'll go ahead and tack another to their lead as it's now a 6-4 ball game. Riding in once again, Giancarlo Stanton. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. 3-1.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
The 3-1 pitch. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. That makes it 7-4.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball, that dark brown or black glove, that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out, swinging the bat. Hey, listen, as a pitcher, when you fall behind with 3 balls, you want to come in there and throw a strike, and sometimes you're going to give up a base hit.
Yeah, Danny, that's the name of the game from the offensive standpoint. Work yourself, count leverage, man. 2-0, 3-0, 3-1. Buy yourself that pop-committed fastball and cheat.
Shot toward right center. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 1, if not both of them home. Now the relay home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And ShowTrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
Stepping in now, Brett Gardner. This one's down to third. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Well, when you're making that throw all the way across, you've got to make sure you gather and fire, because if you don't, the ball will sink on you. Looked like he tried to finesse that one a bit too much, and they'll hit him with an error.
Miguel Andujar will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Travis fields it cleanly. Tulowitzki for 1. On to Smoke, it's a double play, and that'll end the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More from MLB Network Saturday Baseball after this. Here's Justin Smoke now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Walker is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 2, Roy Tulowitzki.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. 1-1.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiredness right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. And oh, trouble averted as he takes away extra bases, and the inning is over. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we'll have it for you next on MLB Network. Danny Barnes is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. In now is the Yankees DH, Andrew McCutchen. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. A payoff pitch one more time. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Grichuk is after it. 1 down.
Now batting,
Now at the plate, Luke Voigt. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll get on past Tulowitzki. It's a base hit.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road split?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Into the box now, Didi Gregorius. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ballgame. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Voigt at third, Gregorius over at second. Walker is over at first with 1 away. This is line to left. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Digging in now, Gary Sanchez. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Looking to minimize the damage here. High in the air into shallow left center. Tulowitzki calls for it. And that's the third out. Forced to settle for 1. Here's Randall Grichuk. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Under it now is Stanton to make the catch, and there are 2 away now. Russell Martin now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1-2. Jake Petrichka has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Here's big Aaron Judge. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. There's that heavy sinker for strike number 2. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
The 2-2 freezes him, a strikeout looking. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Here's Brett Gardner now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting,
Settling in now, Miguel Andujar. He was a double play victim last time around. The 3-1. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the... And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Pillar. It was a walk in his last trip. Dylan Betances is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Devin Travis.
So stepping in, Devin Travis. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Count still at 1-2.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Devin Travis is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Pillar, base runner at first with 1 out. Now this is foul tipped right into the catcher's glove as he holds on to preserve the strikeout, and there are 2 away. Here's Justin Smoke now. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Striding forward now is the DH, Andrew McCutchen. They'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Trying to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. And it is trouble that finds the gap for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Looking at his career totals, Gregorius slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. PD swings and belts a ball to right field. This is carrying well. And gone up into the second deck. Into the box, Neil Walker. That's lifted the other way out to left.
Waiting on it is Hernandez.
And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Ready for Stanton. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. The 3-0 is belted, and take a look at this. Deep to right center field, and it's gone! Standing in now, Gary Sanchez. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. Gone! Back-to-back homers. In now, Aaron Judge. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
The left-hander, number 11.
Stepping in, Brett Gardner. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Payoff pitch on its way. Lifted down the line in left.
On the run is Hernandez.
And they can't run it down. fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. So they really tee off here for 5 runs in the inning, thanks in large. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. Previous history against Dellin Betances. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher, and he'll be very happy with how the day went. Brandon Drury will bat next. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Throw on to first, and now the Jays are down to their final out.
Now batter, right fielder.
Stepping in for the Jays, Randall Grichuk. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
14-4.